Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been ages since I've actually sat down and filmed. It's probably been close to 2 weeks actually since I've sat down and filmed, because I pre-filmed so much while I had a week's holiday. I haven't actually had to sit down and film, and I actually haven't had the time, so I'm quite glad that I got ahead a little bit. But today I'm doing a slightly different video, if you can't tell from the title. Last night as I'm filming this was the Met Gala, and the Met Gala is, as you all know, the biggest, most outrageous, flamboyant, pink carpet it was this year, that is just over the top. Every year everyone knows about Met Monday, and I've got a few, some I absolutely loved, but a few that I found very weird. The thing for me this year, the Met Gala really sort of went back to what it's known for. One, the theme of it was absolutely perfect. It's like all of the designers sort of really went with it, really went over the top with it as well, or most of them did. And yeah, if you didn't know what the theme was, it was camp. I'll leave the full title, because it's quite a long title, I'll leave the full title down in the description, but obviously a lot of designers could have took that a lot of ways. Very flamboyant out there, full on, and a lot of them did. So I've got my tablet here just to remind me of like the photos and stuff like that, like all the images. But what I will do, this is why I'm sat to the side today, I will put a picture in here of obviously the people and the outfits that I am talking about. So let's start. Let's start with Anna Wintour, obviously the host and the chairperson of the Met Gala. She looked amazing. She always does anyway, no matter if she's sat in the front row of a fashion show, if she's on the red carpet. But that dress looked amazing, and that shawl throw that she was wearing, yeah, just completely flattered her. That was one of my favourite looks from the night. Yeah, I really loved that. A lot of people are saying best dressed for her, so yeah, I really liked that. Let me know what you think of obviously Anna Wintour's outfit down in the comments. She, like I say, is on the red carpet every single year for the Met Gala. She is the chairperson. Another person that was added to this year's cheer committee, because what happens every year, they have different celebrities that come on the panel to help organise it, to be an influence in it, and this year was Lady Gaga, and she went in full Lady Gaga fashion. She had technically four outfits for the night. She had this huge cape that she showed off on the catwalk, which, with that bow, that is true Gaga. That is like Lady Gaga from 10 years ago, when she was just sort of starting to really come into it, when everyone sort of looked and thought, oh my god, what is this person doing? But that is true Lady Gaga fashion. And then obviously she had two evening dresses. One she had under the coat, we can call it, that is pretty much what it is, which is this black ball gown, which she looked absolutely stunning in this. I really like this. I really think it suits her so much, and obviously her makeup, as usual, very over the top. But yeah, this dress of Lady Gaga's four outfits that she had was my favourite. She had a pink slip dress, floor length, and then she also had underwear pretty much. And platforms, which, like I say, again, true Lady Gaga fashion. She did it in style. Let's move on. Let's have a little pick. Let's go to Cardi B next. Now, this might be a very unpopular opinion, but to me she looked like she was wearing a sleeping bag or a quilt or something like that. Don't get me wrong, I don't think anyone else apart from Cardi B could have pulled this look off, but the top half she looked like a bird and the bottom half she looked like she was wearing a quilt. But again, like I say, stunning entrance. The photos, like all of the photos, are absolutely flawless. But like I say, don't think anyone else could have pulled that off. Not my favourite look of the night, but probably my like, if anyone was going to wear it, it had to be Cardi B. Yeah. I hate to think how long that took to make all of those feathers as well. That is the one thing about a lot of these dresses. The amount of time that must have gone into these. Jesus, must have took ages. So let's do the Jonases next. So obviously both Jonases. We've got the newlyweds, Sophie and Joe. They looked so relaxed, so chilled out, so comfortable as well. And I just think that this fit completely. They complemented each other both. They weren't exactly the same, but they, like I said, complemented each other. They were very, like I say, super chilled out, and you could tell how comfortable they were. And Sophie's makeup, that bold eye, that blue eye, looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, not too sure on her hair, but then it does complement the whole outfit. But yeah, loved those. And this year was the 3rd year for the other Jonas brother, Nick and his bride. Well, bride. They've not quite as newlywed, but again, like they said, this was full circle for them. They met at the Met Gala. This was their first year as a newlywed couple. Yeah, and that gown is gorgeous. Yeah, I love that. Moving on to what I think is my favourite look of the night. I don't know if it's as flattering as I would think it could be, but Zendaya as Cinderella, that is gorgeous, and I have to admit, I think that is my favourite entrance. If I can figure out how to put a video clip without getting copyrighted, I will try to, but if you haven't seen it, you need to Google Zendaya's dress reveal, and it just takes it from a normal ball gown to something that is completely Met Gala worthy. And I think if the fit was a tiny bit better, I just think it makes her look completely different shape to what she actually is. But yeah, like I said, I think this is one of my favourite looks of the night. I love this look. Probably doesn't help that I love Cinderella as a film. I love the Disney films. But yeah, flawless, absolutely amazing. So who shall we talk about next? Let's talk about Katy Perry. She had 2 looks for the night. I mean, most of them do because there is an after party as well. But she had 2 looks that were very, very talked about. First, she turned up as a chandelier. And then the second one, she was a cheeseburger. An actual cheeseburger. I must admit, I do prefer her first outfit. A lot of people have commented about her second outfit, how much they love it, how over the top it is, and like I say, the Met Gala is over the top. But her first dress, I think I'd liked it more if they just had the chandelier headpiece and not the chandelier on the dress, because that dress looks amazing. The only thing is, you can't really see it for all of the like candelabra chandelier detail that is around the waist, but yeah, she looks flawless in anything she wears. So yeah. Who have we got next? Let's talk Nina Dobber. Yeah, Out of the Vampire Diaries. I actually really like this dress. It very much reminds me of the Zendaya dress, the Cinderella dress, but a shorter version. And I love this dress. It is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it's been like painted on, sprayed on, and I think the colour really complements her. And yeah, I love that bow in her hair as well. It's sort of very over the top, but not too over the top. It's not a huge headpiece, but it's big enough to make a statement. And her makeup, like her makeup is so simple. I know Charlotte Tilbury was her makeup artist for the Met Gala, but her makeup is just so simple but so perfectly done as well, and it just makes the dress be the complete show, and doesn't take anything away from the dress. So yeah, like I said, I think I'm struggling to choose my favourite dress, but I think at the minute it is between Nina and Zendaya. My least favourite has to be Celine Dion. I love the dress, absolutely love the dress, and it shows off her body so well, but I don't like the headpiece. I don't like the headdress. I don't know if it's because I don't like it on her. It makes her, sorry about that, it makes her look a lot older than she is. It makes her look bald, if that makes sense. I'm just, like I said, and that's silly to say worst dressed because of a headpiece, but I just think there are a lot more flattering things that I've seen Celine Dion in, and this isn't one of them. I hate to think how much that bodysuit weighs, because that is pretty much all it is. It's a bodysuit with all the tassels, but those tassels must have been heavy. Yeah, they must have been heavy. But like I say, that headdress with the peacock feathers, and it's a bit that, no, sorry, but no, I'm not keen. I loved it. She looked so good, but to me could have gone a lot more, is Miley Cyrus. Or Hemsworth, whichever one you want to call her. It was Liam, her husband's first Met Gala, and she, don't get me wrong, the dress is gorgeous, but to me it could have been more. It's not the most outrageous thing, and if you think about Miley Cyrus, you just think over the top, outrageous, maybe not quite as much as Lady Gaga, but she is that over the top person, in fashion, in music, in Instagram, in everything, and yes, like I say, she looks absolutely gorgeous, but could have been more, just a little bit more, but yeah, still looks so good. Should we do another green? I did see quite a few green outfits through the Met Gala photos and things like that. A lot of green and a lot of pink, like a lot of pink and purple, lilac-y kind of colours. But Sierra, her hair, it looks absolutely gorgeous, but her hair, I don't think it could have got any bigger if it tried. It kind of was that big that it took away from the dress. I mean, the dress was good because obviously it had the big feather tail and everything like that, but it kind of, for me, it took away from the dress a little bit, her hair being that big, which we all know Sierra is known for her big hair, but for me, I would have dialed back the hair a little bit because the dress is so gorgeous and shows off her body so well that I would have dialed it down a little bit on the hair and let the dress do a little bit more talking. But yeah, that's just personal preference. But that dress was gorgeous again. Another one that I wasn't overly keen on, which is actually just reminding me because I've just seen her in a photo, was Hailey Steinfeld. And she has done, I think this was her 8th year running going to the Met Gala, which for someone of her age is quite amazing, because a lot of people don't actually get invitation till late into the 30s, 40s sometimes. Some celebrities don't ever get invited. But I don't know about this one. I know obviously it's a statement piece and obviously everyone is talking about it, and she did hint about it being something like this on her Instagram, but I just wasn't for me. And again, it was green and lilac, and that's not the problem. I just no, didn't like that one. One that the outfit was amazing, but the accessory was very weird. It popped up in most photos through the night, and if you've seen any of the photos, you probably know what I'm on about, and it's Jared Leto, or Jared Leto even. That was not a very good way to say his name. Yeah, his accessory was his head. So they made a mould of his head, as you can see here. The outfit, so him, so on point, very beaded, very out there, very over the top, which again fits the description for the actual Met itself to a T. But I'm just a little bit creeped out by his head staring at me. And in some of the photos, not in all of them, but in some of the photos, his head looks a little bit like Russell Brand. I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, in some angles it looks like a spitting image of him, which obviously is what they've gone for, but in a couple of the photos, I actually, at first, one of the photos I saw, I actually thought it was like a copy of Russell Brand's head that he was holding, which I found very strange. But yeah, pretty much everyone had a photo with it, and everyone seemed to love his head. The paparazzi, it was, like I say, that was his main accessory. That is what made his outfit, but for me it's what made it weird as well. So yeah, love the outfit, not so much the accessory. Another outfit that I absolutely loved, and I think she looked absolutely gorgeous, was Hailey Bieber. She looked glowing, her makeup was gorgeous, very, to me, especially with the bow in her hair, the very sort of, apart from the highlighter, was very sort of 60s inspired. But that dress was gorgeous. The dress, I believe, was Alexander Wang. She looked gorgeous. Her husband didn't turn up. She did walk the carpet alone, but again, she's a model. She's used to walking red carpets and things like that on her own. But there was a lot of questions as to where he was, but that dress, yeah, she looked gorgeous, and she looks about 10 feet tall in most of these photos as well, because her dress is a very similar colour to the carpet. When she stood on the stairs, she looks, like I say, about 10 feet tall, but yeah, she looks so good. Now this year they did have a lot of younger celebrities walk the carpet, and a lot of them, or some of them, were from the cast of Riverdale. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. It's on Netflix. And there was Lillian Cole. Who else was there? There was Madeline. Her dress was Tinkerbell. I think it was Tinkerbell inspired. If not, it looked like it was Tinkerbell inspired. She looked amazing. Carpet. I must admit, I do prefer Lily and Cole's outfits from last year's gala, even though especially Lily Reinhart's dress is a very similar cut to last year. I did want to see something a little bit different, but I think my favourite has to be Madeline's dress from the cast of Riverdale. It just is so sort of whimsical, but as well over the top. She was pretty much Tinkerbell. I mean, look, she looks gorgeous. Yeah, I do. I think out of, like I say, I think out of the Riverdale cast, that has to be my favourite look from them. And the one group, family of people we cannot talk about without talking, when we talk about the Met Gala, has to be the Kardashians. So, yeah, there was quite a variety when it came to the Kardashians. Let's start with Kris Jenner. I actually didn't recognise her at first with work, because she's wearing a wig. She's wearing a blonde wig, as you can see the photos here. She's wearing a blonde wig. And like I say, I didn't recognise her at first. I did have to do a double look. She looks amazing. That dress is absolutely gorgeous, and the colour actually really suits her, really complements her. I do really like that. But like I say, it's just very straight. I mean, I know she did the whole blonde for one of the campaigns from one of the KKW. She did the whole blonde hair, but her in a blonde bob wig was just, yeah, just did not look like her. It took me back completely. But she looked so good. Then we've got Kendall. I say this in a good way, but she looked like someone from a Brazilian carnival, but in a good way. And I'm struggling to pick my favourite, because I'm going to do my favourite out of the Kardashians, but this is so good. The whole overall look with her makeup, she looks flawless, she looks glowy and dewy. The dress is gorgeous. Yeah, she just, I mean, obviously I know she's a model. She's used to walking the catwalk and showing off pieces, so I think that is probably why she's in one of the most flamboyant sort of backed pieces. But yeah, obviously, yeah, really flawless. Kylie, obviously it wouldn't be Kylie without a wig, and she went for a pale, I wouldn't say lilac, but pale purple wig to complement her icy purple dress to show off her body. I mean, it's just been over a year since she had baby Stormy. and wow, the dress pretty much is mesh with a bodysuit, and the purple like arm pieces, the purple, they had them as a headdress at one point when they were doing photos for them, and the feather bottom is her sort of style, especially when it comes to extravagant things like this. You do tend to see a bit more, she tends to be a bit more laid back when you see her in the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but when it comes to putting herself forward, putting on a show, she does know how to do it. And the one person that definitely knows how to put on a show has to be Kim. And Makeup by Mario, if you don't follow him on Instagram, he has been partnered with Kim for KKW, being her makeup artist for about 10 years now, and he has done, as far as I'm aware, he has done all of Kim's looks for every Met Gala she has attended, and he didn't yeah, he really brought it this year. I know Chris Appleton did her hair as well. They went for the wet look wavy hair to match the dress, which just looks like it's pretty much, it's water crystal droplets, but the dress is also like a, I want to say plastic, but plastic's not the right word, like a latex kind of look in nude, so it looks in certain lights like she's not actually really wearing anything, apart from obviously you can see the ruching down the front of the dress where it gathers, and the little cap sleeves where they end. And like I say, I'm struggling to choose between my favourite, because this one of Kim is absolutely gorgeous. Her skin looks amazing. I love the makeup that Makeup by Mario does on Kim Kardashian. He, obviously, because they have worked together so long, he knows her skin, he knows her style, and this definitely complements everything. It ties the whole look together, and yeah, like I said, I'm struggling to choose, but I think it's going to have to be Kim, followed closely by Kendall and Kylie or Chris. I don't know. They all looked so good. Yeah, I'm going to stop waffling now, because I've probably been waffling for about half an hour. But the Met Gala is something that obviously only comes around once a year. It's something that gets a lot of chat, a lot of discussion on Facebook, Instagram, the internet, everywhere, the entertainment news, e-news, everything, and it has definitely been one to remember this year. I feel this year the Met Gala has been what the Met Gala is traditionally about. It is supposed to be about the over-the-top, one-off gowns, the extravagance of it all, the fact that sometimes you can't really walk in a gown, and it has definitely had a few of those gowns and things like that, and I have really enjoyed looking through the photos this year, looking at the hair, looking at the makeup. I am thinking I might recreate a makeup look and possibly even a hair. If that's something you're interested in, let me know down in the comments, and let me know who you want me to recreate and what you want me to recreate. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want me to do more videos like this, reacting to obviously celebrities and hair and makeup, clothes, things like that, then do let me know. Subscribe if you do like it, and I will see you all next time. Yeah, I'm gonna go, because I've been waffling for too long. Bye!